Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to talk about the stocks idea for the next week, which is 7th of February. Uh, Now let's talk about from 7th of February till 11th of February. So the first one is like SPY. This is the SPY daily, and the green one which you are saying is like 20, yellow is 50, and the black one which you are saying is like 200 EMA. If you see here, I'm just gonna hide those EMA as well. The price had some distributions, fell back from the channel, retested and come over here. If you remember, we talked about it last time, that this is a pattern which we are like looking for. If you see, we said it can go back because it broke it, it has to go back and retest it. So it already retested. And if you see on the Thursday, like a Friday, it was a sharp shelling came within like last 15 to 20 minutes, which brought down the price. So now what I'm thinking is the price might come over here and hover around this area, which is between the 433 and this area. The price might hover around this area for a while, 452 to 441 area. And if this trend line is broken, you can see sudden selling coming towards the 404. If you go on a weekly time frame, let me just take you to the weekly time frame. Currently on a weekly, and I'll put on the EMS here. It broke the 20 with a power candle. If you see, the volume was very high. Volume was very high over here, and now then it took the support from the 50 EMA. If you see in the past, this is what happened. When the corona hit, it broke the 20, it broke the 50, and took the support from the 100. So my view is, because it took it like this one, so now the chances for this SPY to go in a journey like this, like come over here, like, and coming like this. So it can happen. If you go for the next week, let's put it on an hourly chart and let's see the target for the next week. I'm gonna take off the EMA. EMA is just to kind of give you an idea what's going on. Now let's see here. I can just turn off all those bars, so which makes it easier for you. I'm just gonna keep it simple for you guys. Okay, so if you see here, this is like a more of a bullish kind of, like this is like a bull flag, right? It was falling, it broke out, and then probably come touch over here like 445. And if you see this area, you will see the price comes to this area and kind of fly back again. But that's like a small for the day traders or the swing trader. Longer view looks like a bearish to me, but you never know the way the news flowing and the way the market are pumping. You never know. But like this is more of a bull flag. But if you want to get in, buy around like 442, and you can get out here, which is like 451. If the price comes to this area, which is 456, there are chances that it can take some rejections one more time over here, and you can get the target of 451 over there. After the 440 is broken, the next target for you, if you really want to get it, will be like 436. Let me just make it that in a black color so you can see. The 436 will be your target, and after that one, the next target will be like 431, and this another target will be like the bottom of this area, which is 426. That will be the target for the next week. On the higher side, if you want to take the target, the first target will be like 451, and the next target will be like 456. 460, I did put a alert for the put because it looks like it 460 gonna act as a good resistance. If you see on a daily time frame, this area, will act as a good resistance, because if you see here on a bigger time frame, I'm just going to show you the way I'm looking at the prices. So that was like a resistance. Price took the resistance from that area and it broke it, took the support one time, two time, and the third time it was able to manage to break the support. Last time, what did it do? It went upstairs, or like broke the support, broke these resistance, but couldn't manage to hold on to those area. So chances are that the price may just hover around this area, because from here it can come to the like 441, which is here, this area 441, 436, 431, and 426 should be the area of your concern, because there should be like some support during those area. And if that is broken, like see here, this area acted as a good support, right? This was a support resistance as well, one time, two time, and this time third. So this area is now weakened. So once the price comes over here, there are chances that it may break this area, which is 423 to 423, 427 to 426 area, and it can head to the 416 area. If you are not surprised, I'm just going to give you like some heads up here. Like look at this big gap. This big gap is also can be seen on the weekly as well, right? So if you go on a weekly, this gap is on a weekly as well. So chances on a longer time frame, like after like a couple of weeks, the price can come over here 4004 and can bounce back. I'll give you update once that things comes, but you will see that things gonna come. But like if you see, this was like a big channel, right? The price was on a big channel, broke it down, retested, and it can start the new journey for a downchart. Or if you see here, I'm gonna change this one as a red, so you can kind of see this is more of a head and shoulder pattern as well on a weekly. And who knows the pattern, they knows that when this one is broken, price can come over. When this is broken, come over here, and then you will see at least the distance from here to here, which is 44. If this is broken, you will see this area, which is 375 area, might come later, not now, but I'm talking about like 5 months, 6 months time. It should come on during those time. Okay, so that's it for the SPY. Let's go and look at the QQQ. Same scenario here. Look at the QQQ. This is the weekly time frame. This was the channel, big channel, broke out, took the resistance, like retested it, and price is kind of holding downside. This was the good support. If you see here on a weekly time frame, took the support. Now this support has been tested like one time, and the second time like couple of times over here. So this is like probably a weak support. Whatever the orders were pending from the algo is gone. This is the stochastic is also going downside. I don't pay much attention to those things, but sometimes it gives an idea where the prices are heading. So for next week, for this as the QQQ, which is Nasdaq, let's see here also. If you see, this is like a more of a bull flag coming over here. So usually if you know, the bull flag is like this, price goes here and then price goes like that. So 375 should come over here next week, but let's see how the news plays out. The target, first target, like you can buy the put around 361. The next target will be this one, which is 364, and the 369. On a lower side, target will be 353, 347, and 342. After the 342 is broken, you will see the sudden down movement. Probably, let's see on a daily, because daily is the one which gives me more an idea. So this one, which is 330, probably once this 313, 342 is broken, you will see the 330 and 322 area can come probably after 2 weeks. That's it for the QQQ. Now let's go to the SQ. SQ, if you remember, we talked about this last time on 13th January that like by around 105, target will be like 119 and 126. So if you see here, it came to the 127 and then it got rejections and come over here again. So the same target can go back again. The if you see the channel here on SQ is like, I'm just gonna move here. It's kind of following the downtrend. So I'm thinking that once the downtrend channel is broken, you will see the price move upside. And they have the earnings on 24, so I think it looks like that the 120 132 to 140 level, it can show if it can hold on to those levels, because these are very important levels. Once the 99 is broken, when the 99 is broken, you will see the 90 and the 83 level for the SQ in like probably a couple of weeks, because it has been like, this was like $42 on COVID, pre-COVID, once the COVID hit and their sell-off happened. It was like $42 and it went all the way to the 275, which is almost 600-700% from the bottom. So I don't think so it can sustain. And if you see here, the distribution has already been happened over here. See this area, like, so for so many days it went into the channel and could not sustain those areas, and then it fell once this big area was broken 201. You can see this was like a big downfall, almost like from the top to bottom. If you see the current area, the price has been already been corrected like about 62%. AMAT is also one of the correct of the area which you need to look for. This AMAT is like on a channel. Last time when we talked about the AMAT, we talked about this area like, don't buy it. Let's wait for a couple of days before it gives the signal for buy. But here they did a bull trap over here and the price fell down. And in my view, the price probably is on a distribution phase. And if you see here, is on the channel. If I make it correctly here, see here, this is the channel. It was going on and again back to the channel. So if you are into that AMAT, you can see 140 and 126. So whenever the price comes to like 140, you can go for a sell, and whenever it comes to the 125, you can go for a buy with the proper stop loss just above the candle, which is 142 and 121 respectively. So that's AMAT. If you go on a hourly chart, if you're a day trader, it's also is on a pattern like a bullish pattern. If you see here, like, it's like a downside channels, it's going up. But in this one, I'm more about selling when it comes to this area. Do not like do anything over here. And if you are like want to sell it, if you want to buy it, buy around like this area, which is, I would say here, buy around like 132, and then the target will be 136 and 140. Sell at 140 and you will see this channel, like this target. This is your target. You can see on the left side, on your right side, you will see the target, which is like 132, 135, and the bottom target will be like here 129 and 125. So buy, like if you are buying, buy at like 133. The target will be like 135 and 140. Before that, 138 can be a good resistance as well, because it has been taking resistance at that area. So if you're buying at 132, 135, 138, and 140 will be your target. If you are selling below 132, 129, and 125, and 127, and this one is also has some like buyers here. So for the day traders, those will be the target, 129, 157, and 125, and 124. Let's talk about the BA Boeing. If you see on a Boeing, it's on a very good pattern. It's also on the channel. It was also on the channel, broke down the channel, went back again, and now if you see it from top to bottom, from this area to here, is almost on a 50% rejections. It's on a 50% Fibonacci level. From that, now, if you see here, the chances are like here, like it will look like a bull flag to everybody, but this stochastic is saying like the momentum is decreasing here, right? So if you go on an hourly time frame, it looks like a bull, like a like triangle, right? So don't buy it until it gives the closing about 209 for an hour, and then you can get the target, which is here. Sorry, the first target will be like this one, which is 216. If it gives the closing about 208, which is right here, you need a closing about 209. So by around like 2010, target will be like 216. Second target will be 221 and the 225. My view is like it can go and break this channel downside. So you need to get prepared. If it gives a closing below 202 for an hour, then your first target will be like 200. Second target will be like 195, and the third target will be, which is lower, is like 190 and 187 again for this one. But you have to wait for this channel to break, like this triangle to break, whether upside or the downside. So don't buy between 209 to 200, 203, because the price gonna be just making some like a channel. It's all consolidating here. See here is consolidating. So you need to wait for either it goes up or it goes down. Apple, let me just go for the Apple. Apple, we talked about it like about 2 weeks ago, and we said like it should go up and take the resistance at that area. Wait, sorry, Apple. Where is Apple? Okay, yeah, Apple. So if you remember, we already talked, say like it should come down and go back again. And it should face resistance at this area, and it did face. There was some. Let me just take this off and making like less on the area where you can kind of see properly. Less to see. Let me just take this off. So if you see here on this for the Apple, there was like a one channel. It was going on this taking this support from that trend line. It was, and once it's broken down, it retested from that area and come in, and this area is acting as a good resistance. At the same time, if you see here, it kind of made some like pattern where it looks like it's gonna go higher, like up, but it break down that channel, and now looks like it can come back and retest this area, which is 160 area. And before that to happen, it has to come and break this area, which is 168. So my guess is like for the next week, it can test the 167 area. And if it's managed to break that 167 area, it can come back to the 158 area again. If you go on an hourly time frame, if you are a day trader, see here, it was on a triangle, right? And whenever you're making, I'm just trying to give you like an idea. So see here, it was like an uptrend triangle. It broke it and retested. So now if you are like a buyer here, you can come. It can once 170 is broken, you can get the target of 167, and another target will be like 160, 163, and after that one will be like 158. On the higher side, the first target will be 173. You need to wait for this one to kind of give some closing above that area, because it's been like struggling. If you see here, the big candle happened and it was not able to break that candle, right? So there are chances that it can get rejections here and come back to the 170 again, or it can just go back to 175 area. So wait for 173 to break, and then 175 and 177. On the below side, 170 and 167 and 163 area. I need to some disclaimer here. I have some put positions for the Apple, a very small position, but I have some put position here, which I need to disclaim. Disclaimer I need to give you, which I purchased last week. That's it. And let me see a TSM. TSM was a very good for so many people. We talked about that TSM as well for about like a couple of weeks ago, and it had a good earning, and now it's coming back to the like a distribution phase. So we need to wait until 115 is broken, and then you can see the 107. I don't see any upside on those TSM because there is no particular news coming over here. On a weekly time frame, if you see here, is also kind of on a coming on a big channel, like a consolidations area. So nothing much going on a TSM. That's everything from my side. And if you like this video, please subscribe and share with your friends. Give comments if you want to if you want me to connect some analysis for the different stocks. Thank you so much.